Hello students, today we'll discuss with case study 2 questions from the question bank given by CBSE and based on real number chapter, first chapter of your textbook. A seminar is being conducted by an educational organization where the participants will be educators of different subjects. The number of participants in Hindi, English and Maths are 60, 84 and 108 respectively. So question is, in each room the same number of participants are to be seated, means equal distribution, and all of them being in the same subject, hence maximum number participants that can accommodate in each room. So whenever you see maximum number and to be equally distributed, equal distribution, will find HCF of the given numbers, highest common factor. So three numbers are given to us, 60, 84 and 108. So we will find prime factors of 60. You can take help of prime factorization method. Okay. So if we start from 2, we will get here 30. Again with 2 if we start, we will get 15. Then 3 5s are 15, 5 1s are. So we can write in terms of power of prime factors 2 square into 3 into 5. Similarly, we can find for 84. Okay, start from 2. We will get 42. Again with 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 3 7s are 21 and 7 1s are 7. So if we want to write 84, we will write 2 square into 3 into 7. And then 108. 108. We can start with 2 as even number is unit number is even. 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 1 will remain, 2 7s are. We'll start with 3 again, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 1. So what we got here, 2 square into 3 cube. Okay. Now to find HCF by using fundamental theorem of arithmetic, HCF is least power of common factors. Okay. So here common factor is 2. Okay. Common factor is 3. That's it. And if we take least power, so 2 square in every number is 2 square is there. We'll take that one. And common power of 3. Sorry, least power of common factor 3. So here 1 is there. So that means 1 is the least power. So we'll take 3 power 1 only. So that will give answer as 4 into 3, 12. That means 12 participants can be seated in a room. Okay, 12 participants we can make them sit. So our B option will be correct. Now moving to the next question. Question is, what is the minimum number of rooms required during the event? Now we saw that 60, 84 and 108. These many students are there with different subjects, Hindi, English and Maths. So we can find total students by adding them. Okay. So if we add them, we will get, this will give you 144 plus 108. Okay. So 252 are the total students. And we know in first question we have solved that only 12 person or 12 student can be seated in a room. Okay. Total students are 252. In one room 12 students can be seated. So if we divide them, we will get the number of rooms, right? So number of rooms will be 252 by 12. So 12 twos are 24, 12 ones are. So 21 room needed. Okay. In each 21 room, 12 students will be seated. Now next question is, Find LCM of 60, 84 and 108. Okay, so here also we will use the same prime factorization of these numbers. So I already solved, okay, and I got that 60 can be written as 2 square into 3 into 5. Okay, 84 can be written as 2 square into 3 into 7. Okay, and 108 can be written as 2 square into 3 cube. These are the prime factorization which we have done in question number 1. Now to find LCM, we know LCM is highest power of factors involved. Okay, so factors involved are 2, 3, 5 and 7. So we should take highest power. So if you observe 2 square is highest, okay, then 3 cube is highest, and 5 with power 1 and 7 with power 1 is highest. So now we can multiply this. First we can solve this power. 3 3s are 9 means 27. Okay, so 20 into 27 into 7. So if we solve these two first, we will get 189 into 20. Now it is easy to multiply 189 with 2 and we'll put 10 here. So 3780 is your final answer, which is given in A option. So 3780 is the LCM of these three numbers. Now question number 4 is product of HCF and LCM of these three numbers. And we got HCF in very first question, that was 12. LCM in the previous question 3780. We will multiply them to get the answer. Okay, so we can multiply with 12. 0 will come, then 6 will come. 84 and 9 will give 93. 36 and 9 will give 45. So 45360 is in option D. So our option D will be correct. Now we'll move to the next question. I hope you all have understood this many questions till question number 4. We'll see the last question, fifth one. Question number 5th is obvious one. Since it is asked 108 can be expressed as a product of its prime. In question number 1 we have already solved this one, and 108 we found as it can be written as 2 square into 3 cube. So this is our answer, which is there in option number D. Okay, so this is all about case study 2 from question bank and from the chapter 1.